St. Cloud shorthanded, possible 2-on-1. Here's Himlarova across the left side, right back to Himlarova, scores! What a goal! It's her team leading 8th of the year, a shorthanded marker.
Whenever I go into the dry stalls, usually Clara comes right around the corner just because our timing is so good. I know you said multiple times that you will not miss our little corner. However, I will miss having you there.
And I'm just going to miss cracking jokes with you all day long, and sometimes at Brian, even at times.
Thank you for these past 4 years and sticking with me through all the ups and downs. I couldn't ask for a better best friend.
I think she could play any position on the ice. That's just how high her hockey IQ is. She's like, I know she's 24, so she has a lot of experience playing hockey. She might be mad that I said that.
I would always ask to get chicken breast done, to have chicken Caesar salads. And so this day I just got something else, and so she was gonna go and ask for herself this time. But she didn't really know how the translation works, so she went and asked the Garvey worker if he could make her some chicken boobs.
Clara is the definition of a team player. She's willing to play wherever she is needed, and I don't know of any player that can play both forward and defense at such a high level and do it as well as she does with a smile on her face.
And one day I was sitting in my stall and I see this kind of old hairband next to me. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, there's no way anyone actually uses this thing. It was like super stretched out and grimy. So I threw it away, pretty much like what any normal person would do. Turns out that is her lucky hairband. She's used it forever, so I had to dig in the garbage and find it for her because she could not go without it.
Čau, Kláro.
Ahoj.
Přejeme ti, hlavně aby se ti podařilo ukončit studium na univerzitě v Americe, které jsi tak vysnila, takže ti moc přejeme, aby ti to dobře dopadlo.
A jsme rádi, že díky tobě, že studuješ v Americe, tak jsme poznali tvoji spoluhračku Stany, která byla u nás v letě na prázdninách. Sice komunikace mezi náma byla trošku složitější, protože neumíme anglicky, ale díky překladači v mobilu, tak jsme to nějak dali dohromady.
Rádi jsme to, bylo to super období. Doufám, že se k nám ještě někdy staví. Tak, dále ti musíme připomenout, že tě čeká ještě významné výročí tvoje narození. Je to sice až za měsíc, ale asi se do té doby neuvidíme. Tak ti přejeme v tom čtvrtstoletí hodně sportovních úspěchů, hodně lásky a hlavně zdraví. To je v tom životě nejdůležitější. Co nás čeká, nemíne. Mistrovství světa v hokeji a návštěva tvé mámy přímo do Ameriky. My jako rodina jí to dáme jako dárek, aby se tam mohla za tebou přiletět podívat. Je, mamo?
Jasně, už se moc těším.
No.
Poznám za tou velkou louží ten svět.
No, je to zažitek pro všechny. Takže moc tě zdravíme z otic, taťka, mamka a náš Charlík. Tak ahoj.
Měj se. Ahoj.
Čau.
Myers scored yesterday. Myers over across, shot, score!
Maddie Peterson gets the goal for St. Cloud State, the first of her career, or rather the first of her St. Cloud State career.
He's waiting in the treatment room and like warming up with heating pads. And if I'm walking in and I see her, it always makes my day because she's smiling at me.
She is a little monster out there. She's super hardworking, and you can always walk into the room and no PD's there. It's always fun to mess with her. And she is a hard worker, never quits, and just super easy to talk to.
I love Maddie. We both have the same energy. We love watching sports together, so we could sit on the couch for hours and watch sports, mostly football, which is kind of weird, but and we both stay up quite late, so when we're roommates, we're always giggling and laughing in the hotel, so it's always really nice to room with her on the road. Both being from different schools. We have a lot of memories and fun similarities about being a part of a different program, so it's always nice to talk about different things with her. I love living with her. She always has a lot of snacks that I like to steal sometimes. And we always love watching movies, talking, eating together. It's really fun.
And right now a breakaway chance in the way for UMD. Bulldogs trying to tie it back and stopped by Ahola.
Such an incredible person. She's really hardworking person, especially in the practice. She's never giving up and holding like every puck, so I'm especially really happy if I can score in practice.
Fun to like hang out at the Worlds and just like being there together finally for the first time. It was also fun in December when we had the tournament, we played against each other. Unfortunately I didn't score, but you know, that's how it goes. But it was also fun to play against her finally. She was in the net, so that was exciting. Well, when we were on the ice, like, you notice that she's there and she's just making those huge saves, even in practice when she doesn't have to, but that's her personality. She always wants to stop all the pucks, and that's why we all love her, and that's why she's amazing.
Sonny can, off the top of her head, find a meme for every single minute that you're going through the day. She can quote a meme about that instance, and it's so funny that she can just, off the top of her head, think of anything to describe what we're going through. If Vine was still a thing, she would be famous on Vine because she has the perfect humor for that. She always is having fun and she enjoys what she's doing, and hockey, yeah, she does it because she loves it.
Sanni on auttanut mua tosi paljon matkalla tän, ja jo Suomessa kesällä kun oltiin, niin pystyi aina laittamaan viestiä tai soittaa Sannille, ja nähtiin kesäaikanakin ennen kuin tulin tän, ja en olisi pystynyt tulemaan tän ilman Sannia. Se auttaa tosi paljon, että pystyy puhumaan suomea välillä, ja ettei ole sit yksin välillä omia ajatuksiakaan, vaikka ei osaisi aina sanoa englanniksi kaikkea mitä haluaa sanoa. Ja Sannin kanssa on tullut yhteisiä kokemuksia jonkun verran, että maajoukkueessa ollaan pelattu yhdessä ja sit nyt täällä. Ja no, ainakin yksi hauska muisto on se, että yleensä Amsterdamin lentokentällä ollaan jouduttu juoksemaan lentokoneesta toiseen.
Scored a goal last night, her 7th of the season. Good for 14 points. Now Scribner will take a shot and she scores! Addie Scribner!
Something I really enjoy thinking back to is when on our team walk in Mankato, you picked up these rubber dogs and brought them back to St. Cloud. Every time we would go into the cold tub after that, you would bring them as a distraction since we both struggled to stay in there.
It's tough for myself, like living away from home and being away from my family, and I just feel like she's like another set of family for me, which is really nice to have.
Addie's just one that can always make me smile. She has really helped me find joy in hockey again this year. We both went to a Christian athlete camp this past summer, and one of the things that they always ask you is, what's your truth? What's your truth? And you name something that God says is true about you, and she always asks me during games, what's your truth, Katie? And makes me smile that way.
We're always sitting in the weight room ready for lift like 5 minutes to go, and we always see her running past the window, coming in late, but she always makes it on time. But it's always funny, we're always just waiting to see her run by.
She always brings such a positive energy and is always so supportive, and I've learned so much from her in that aspect. Not only that, but she's helped guide me in faith and brought me so much closer to God, and I'm so grateful that she's helped me build that relationship.
Addie has taught me so much. She has helped guide me and so many others deeper into our faith and trusting in God and learning how to play for Him and nobody else, which is invaluable. She's an honest leader and is very respectable for her kind heart and way that she is able to always be positive and kind. Addie is that person that will be there for anyone, whatever it may be. Addie also gives the best backhanded compliments. They're so good that you probably won't even know she's chirping you.
Up top, Hilamarova. Passes over to Kaufman, shot through traffic, scores! What a shot from Katie Kaufman, finds the top corner.
So Katie really likes to cook all these fancy things, but one of her problems is that she always tries to cook everything at the same time, probably to be as efficient as possible. So one day I came back to the apartment, and in the hallway I already hear this beep sound and the words "fire, fire" coming from our door. I open up the door and I just see Katie running around with the kitchen towel, like swinging it over her head, not only to try to turn off the fire alarm in the kitchen, but also in Addie's room. After they were turned off, it lasted about 30 seconds, and they were on again.
She's always putting in that extra work to make the team better and make herself better and help out like that way.
There was this time we were having this lasagna movie night thing, and we all were like getting seconds of food. Like there wasn't very much food, but like we were all getting seconds at this point. We look over at Katie's plate and there's just a couple of pieces of lettuce on it, and we're like, Katie, why are you not eating? She's like, well, I wanted to make sure everyone got as much food as they wanted before I ate. And I remember sitting there with like my plate of lasagna being like, why can I not be more like Katie?
She's a super strong leader. She's really kind to everyone that she interacts with. She really finds a way to make sure that you feel cared about every time that you have a conversation together. You can tell her hard work is through the roof. She has a crazy work ethic in the weight room, in the locker room, on the ice. She's always working to be a better version of herself, and I really respect that about her.
Katie and I grew up about 10 minutes apart from each other, so we got to play on multiple teams together. But this year I had the honor of being her roommate, and a funny story is that before she even moved in, I got a call from her this summer, and she said, hey, I just rescued a few baby ducks from the side of the road. Do you mind if I bring them to our apartment? And I did not know what to think. I didn't know if we were getting pet ducks or what.